we're on our way back to the Withlacoochie Forest. Do another segment of the Florida Trail. This time we're going to head south from where I was. We'll call this one the Silver Lake hike. That's where I'm going to start. But I'm looking at the sky in true Florida fashion. We got a pretty massive, quick building thunderstorm front coming in. So I'm going to hike anyway. Rain. Unless it's really, really bad. That's looking pretty bad right now. And on my map, it looks like that's going to be rolling in over me all day. However, the purpose of me hiking is to train for eventually the Appalachian Trail, and to do through hiking, which is once you're on the trail, you don't get off for days, weeks, and months, depending on how long you're going. So, of course, you're going to encounter rain, you're going to encounter cold and bad situations. So, you can't just run home every time it rains a little bit. So, whoo! Oh man, that wind is picking up. That being said, it's starting to look a little crazy at the end of it. So, check in a minute. Alright, so this is happening, which I anticipated. So, I'm still going out. We're going to get to the area where I need to be, and then we will see what it looks like then. I mean, there could be some flash flooding and things. I don't need to get into a situation, so we'll wait it out a little bit. Oh yeah, FLA. So, I'm just at the parking lot. I haven't gone out yet. I'm going to go. I am not letting this stop me, as long as it's not dangerous. So we got. You hear the rain. I'm in a little shelter here at the Silver Lake campground where I'm parked ready to go. And the trail actually is right where I want to stop. And the weather's looking pretty great. The way Florida works, it comes and goes so quick that this could be gone in 10-15 minutes. Or it could be here for 3 days. So I'm looking at the weather online, and it's moving through here all day, but so what I did is I have some trash bags in my car, which I keep in there, and I made my own custom thing because I didn't really prepare with a, and this teaches me every time I come out. I learn something. I really need to be prepared with some kind of shelter. There we go. Some kind of system for rain. All right, heading out right there. I'll be back in 5 minutes, we'll see. Here we are, right at the beginning. Less than 5 minutes from my last shot. Car's right up there. But just about to start out. This is called Silver Lake. Just a little lake here that you wouldn't know unless you came back hiking, I don't think, or you're a local. I doubt if it's very big. Probably some good bass in there. But definitely looks like place you'd find a gator. So I'm gonna watch my step this morning. Water makes things move out of their safety zone, so probably see some snakes, some other things. And I believe the trail hikes around this lake, so we're gonna go that way, I think. We'll see you in a bit. go? Where to go? Where to go? Oh, looks like there might be a map here. Or not. Obviously, it says campground here, but I don't know where we're at. Well, gotta figure it out. Cypress Glen. I have not been here before, nor did I see it on the map, but it's this campground right on the other side of the lake. I got a gut feeling it's this way. So after wandering around 2 campgrounds, I finally found my way back to this trail, which right here is kind of like a little road right off that bank. You can't quite see it, but right just past that line of trees there, I can actually see the river. Withlacoochie right there. So I'm back on the river, this side of it, and took a while to find that dang orange patch. I've noticed that these guys don't, some areas that are maintained by different groups, they don't do as good a job as other groups. Sometimes they really don't make it very obvious where the trail is. When you enter a public area, you don't know where it leaves it again. So took a little wandering in the rain, but we're all right. This is a nice easy walk right here. Really nice and quiet. The rain is actually helping because even though I'm really wet from head to toe, I am not hot. So the heat has been taken out of the equation for today, which is great because that's usually the biggest problem down here. And also, these shoes are really great. We got the memory foam insoles, and then the whole top is like a netting made of Gore-Tex, so it's very breathable, and even though it's wet, it's not heavy, and they dry out real quick, so that was by choice. I'm really liking these shoes. These are the shoes that I used to run in, and I was gonna buy another pair anyway, but I fell for the novice. Gotta have a pair of hiking boots made by an Italian company that's awesome in leather, and they are really sucks because I like the boot. I like the look of the boot. Actually, if you're not hiking hardcore, or you know, more than a few miles or more than an hour, I'm sure they're fine. Maybe they'll break in after I use them a few more times, but anyway, these are definitely the way to go, at least in this Florida hiking terrain. So good running shoes. I was worried about my ankles, but to be honest, none of this terrain is bad enough that we need to worry about that. There's the river right down there. So we're walking just beside the river on an old logging road or something. running. Some biting black flies going through a certain area there. Apparently even 100% deep doesn't keep them off completely. Anyway, we're here. Been following the river, but I haven't been able to see it until right now. We got up on this little rise here. It's nice. How in the world the first peoples who trampled through this land in the south populated this place, I have no idea. I mean, this brush is, if it wasn't a trail here, it would be so miserable. It's still kind of miserable. I mean, you got to deal with a lot of crap, and it's beautiful, but man, can you imagine cutting through this without a map, without a road, without a trail? It's crazy. All right, on we go. So we got out of that swamp for a bit. The road kind of came out of that down in there. This is where the river's at. Got up here a little bit, little air, and away from those black flies. There was a few of them, not bad, but I mean, they're still here. Occasionally they get you. So we're heading up this road here, just to give those who are not familiar with Florida a little bit, peek it a little bit different. We do have pine trees, you know, we do. These are obviously a young crop of trees of some kind. And then that is the natural forest right there. The river's right on the other side of that tree line. The sun's gonna come out here pretty quick. That's what I thought. It will eventually pass, and the walk back is gonna be blistering hot. And what I try to do is I try not to go back the same way I came. There's a road that I'll walk, but we'll see how it goes. We're definitely in the swamp here, obviously, but I keep trying to see gators, but I don't see any. But I guarantee you they're in there. Look at these beautiful big cypress trees that grow along the water. See it across there. And the oak trees, and it's very, Florida is a very beautiful kind of place. The South is really interesting. For somebody that grew up out west, there's a familiar feeling of walking through here, but then it's very different. Different smells, different sounds, you know, different trees, insects. It's definitely different than what I'm used to. I'm getting used to it though. Doing a lot of hiking out here. Very nice. This is the Silver Lake hike, part of the Florida Trail. Just about done. This last section was about 5 miles, which actually was pretty easy 5 miles. Most of it was a forest road like this along the river. Some spider problems here or there. Can't get away from it, but not terrible. Well, so that we speak of the devil. You bastard. That's a small one. We're gonna try to go around him. You know what's funny is, and I guess it's just me, because it's just me, but when you're out here, and I think this is part of the appeal for people who like to get to the wilderness, is that there's a little bit of intrepidation, a little bit of nervousness. You know, you hear something crack. I heard a couple big animals jump out. Probably was a pig. There's a lot of feral spiderwebs, feral pigs out here. Wild little black pigs. Actually, they get pretty good size. They can be dangerous if they attack you, the boars. I don't think they get really big in this area, but all the south has wild pigs. And there are supposedly cougars, or not cougars, but well, maybe Florida cougar, Florida panther. I mean, they're in here. I have actually seen a bobcat sitting on a dock, or not a dock, a boardwalk on one of the trails out here. Not the ones out here in withlacoochie, but actually closer into town. And I've seen them just sitting there, and I'm gonna take off. So they're out here, and of course there's a lot of deer out here. So you're walking along, and then bam, something jumps right underneath your feet almost. And there's this feeling of instant survival that kicks in. Even the spiders, you know, you gotta keep your, wow, that's kind of cool. Little canopy of trees. You gotta keep your eyes open, or these things will be all over you. So I think that's what makes this fun, instead of just, I don't know, going for a hike or running on a treadmill or hiking on a concrete road, you know. There's definitely a feeling, and this is not wild, you know. This is the Florida Trail, at least most of it is in and out of home development areas, and like on the other side of this river, all along here I've seen houses. So we're not that far from civilization in most parts. But you still get that feeling you're out here a ways. And I think that's what makes it interesting for me. It's just knowing that you're on your own. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta watch what you're doing, pay attention. Definitely are a lot of rattlesnakes out here and other kinds of poisonous snakes. So things like that actually are fun. I guess I'm weird. So we made it to, well, I'm already been coming back for a while, but I'm coming off the forest now. I'm going to use the bike path here. This is the Withlacoochie State Trail, which is an actual paved biking and walking trail. And I usually drive past this on the way in. I know exactly where I'm at. That's interesting. Okay. I'm out towards the freeway where I usually come in. Where that truck is going right there is where we're headed. And where we started out early this morning at the end of this road. So we'll see you in a bit. And this is our last video of the day. I'm gonna eat some McDonald's. Yes, I know. Thank you very much. It's not health food, and I don't give a flying crap. I burned about 1,000 calories just walking that thing, so probably more than that actually. But actually was looking for something better, but they don't have anything up here besides this. So we're gonna eat a hamburger because I am starving and I'm sick of eating apples. So a nice day. Actually turned out really good. The rain's starting up again right now when I'm done. We got some rain, but I mean, my feet are still really wet. But actually the clouds like that help the heat quite a bit. So I did 10 miles today in about 4.5 hours, which is sorry, it's not lightning fast, but it's doable. Talk to you later.